All right, let's dive into something every homeowner dreads: your heating or cooling system dying at the worst possible moment. We're going to break down why they fail, what to do when it happens, and most importantly, how to keep it from happening again.
You know the feeling, right? It's the absolute peak of summer, just brutally hot outside. And then, silence. The cool air stops, and that first wave of warm, stuffy air hits you. That feeling of panic, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today.
So, what makes a perfectly good system just give up? Well, it's almost never one single thing. It's more like a long, slow war of attrition that your HVAC system is fighting every single day. I mean, think about it. Your HVAC system is basically the heart and lungs of your home. It's always working 24/7, keeping everything just right. But from the minute it's installed, it is under a constant, relentless attack from the world around it.
And these are the usual suspects. You've got massive temperature swings, killer humidity in the summer. Even the ground your house is built on can be a problem. The source material points to a place like Troy, Michigan, where the clay soil makes foundations shift and pull ductwork apart. You add that to older houses with outdated systems, and you've got a perfect storm for failure that can happen just about anywhere.
And that battle really changes with the seasons. In the winter, your furnace is running nonstop, which just hammers parts like the igniter and blower motor. A cracked heat exchanger isn't just a breakdown, it's a serious carbon monoxide danger. Then, in the summer, it's a totally different fight against heat and humidity, which pushes compressors to the brink and clogs up drains, shutting the whole thing down. Same system, two completely different ways to fail. Okay, so we know why it fails. Now what do you do when it actually happens? Your system is dead, you have to make that call. It can feel super stressful, but if you know what a good professional service call looks like, you're the one in control. Look, a reputable service call is not complicated. It really just boils down to these 3 steps. You call and you schedule. Then the technician comes out, figures out the problem, and, this is key, tells you the price for your approval. And only then, after you say go, do they actually do the repair and test it all out. Simple, clear, no surprises. And this right here, this quote is everything. It's the most important part of that second step. You absolutely have to get the price before they start the work. This is what protects you. No hidden fees, no crazy emergency charges, no one pressuring you into a decision. This should be the standard you demand. But, sometimes the tech gives you the news you were dreading. The repair is expensive. And that kicks off the biggest, most gut-wrenching decision you have to make in this whole situation. And this is a really tough spot. Do you shell out a bunch of cash to fix an old unit, or do you just bite the bullet and invest in a whole new system? How do you really know if you're making a smart choice or just throwing away money? Well, luckily, there's this fantastic little tool called the $5,000 rule. It's just a quick and easy bit of math that can totally cut through all the noise and help you figure out the best financial move. All you do is multiply how old your system is by how much the repair is going to cost. So let's see how it works. Perfect example. Let's say you've got a 12-year-old AC unit and the repair bill is going to be $500. Okay, so you take 12 years times $500 and you get $6,000. Since that number is more than $5,000, the rule says replacing it is probably the smarter way to go long-term. And really, that's the whole point. This rule is like a financial guardrail. It's there to help stop you from dumping a ton of money into a piece of equipment that's already on its lost legs and is just going to break down on you again anyway. So whether you repair it or replace it, the last piece of the puzzle is to shift from being reactive to being proactive. Let's talk about how to take control and make sure you're not in the same emergency situation a year from now. And wow, this chart says it all, doesn't it? If you take care of your HVAC system, you can expect to get a solid 15 to 20 years out of it. But if you neglect it, you're lucky to get 10 to 15. We're talking about adding 5, maybe more, years of life to one of the most expensive things in your house. That's huge. So what does taking care of it actually look like? Well, here's your basic annual checklist. Some of it is simple, like changing your filters. Other stuff is more technical, like checking refrigerant levels, testing all the safety controls, making sure electrical connections are tight, and cleaning the essential parts, like burners and coils. These are the little things that prevent the big, catastrophic failures. And that kind of brings us to the final idea here. I mean, when you think about it, this machine runs around the clock, day in and day out, through the coldest nights and the hottest days, all just to keep you comfortable. It's the silent workhorse in your home. So protecting that investment, it's not really a cost, is it? It's one of the smartest things a homeowner can do.